fact that we can do
I'm
that.
going to talk on the fantasy slide here. I'm going to talk the first day because that's all I can look at on DraftKings since people want to see DraftKings. So day 1, you got CG Fox, you got FlyQuest CLG, you got Optic C9, TSM TL, and 100 Thieves Golden Guardians. So C9 is the biggest upset over Optic. 100 Thieves second biggest upset. Fox is supposed to beat CG, CLG over FlyQuest, TSM over TL is how they have it set up. So if I were making lineups on DraftKings, 5-game lineups with only single games are pretty difficult. So you want to pick 2 teams who you think are going to win, and you want to make more than one lineup, obviously, because it's going to be real hard to hone in on one. And some of the games are opposite of what we called. So Fox CG, picking a clutch gaming lineup, it's going to be a high kill game anyway. You can have a clutch gaming and CLG who should beat FlyQuest pretty handily also. And that lineup, you should be able to get 2 of the mid laners as well. You can go CL. So CLG is kind of like, I would say CLG is the game that you can most count on winning other than C9 over Optic. So what I would do is I would make 2 lineups with C9 and then 2 lineups with the upsets. So C9 and Clutch Gaming, 1 lineup, and then C9 and Golden Guardians, another lineup. I wouldn't bet on 100. I wouldn't pick any 100 Thieves people. They're really expensive. Fox is another decent lineup, so you can go Fox and CLG. And then for your last flex pick, I would pick Matt because he's going to be one of the cheapest people, and he's been scoring a lot of points. Even when they've been behind the game that they were losing, he scored more than the other team's support anyway. So what you do is you make 2 winning teams that are supposed to win. So you do Echo Fox and CLG, and then for your last pick, you're going to pick Matt up for Golden Guardians. Make sure you don't flex pick any top laners because they are not scoring very many points right now. Don't pick any. I'd say stay away from picking FlyQuest or 100 Thieves because FlyQuest will most likely lose. 100 Thieves has a chance to lose, and they're pretty expensive. So the teams you're going to want to pick from: C9, Fox, CLG, CG, 100 Thieves. Or not 100 Thieves, sorry, Golden Guardians. So those are the 4 teams I would make lineups with for DraftKings. Optic, stay away from Optic, they're losing. And C9 is going to be the most expensive, so you have to match them with Golden Guardians or Clutch.
Very insightful.
Yeah, there you go. And I'd almost always pick up Jensen. If you're going with C9 lineup, he always scores plenty of points. If you're going to C9 lineup, you want Jensen, you want Svenskeren and Smoothie. And then for your AD carry, you can grab Apollo or Deftly's been showing up pretty well too. And like I said, if you make a lineup like that, you can always pick up Matt at the end because he's been scoring a lot of points.
Alrighty.
You can't go wrong with the Fox CG game because it's probably going to be a pretty bloody game.
That is true. That's going to be a very good way to start the week. Looking at the tier list,
I mean, it could go either way. It could be really bloody. The way that Fox plays usually will make it bloody, but a lot of times, especially in this meta, you'll see games at like 2-1, 25 minutes into the game, and you're like, man, I picked people in DraftKings here. I'm not getting any points at all.
Yep.
So it makes. I would not pick Clutch or Fox as team because you don't know who's going to score the more Barons or more Dragons between the 2. So you want to pick Guardians or Cloud9 as the team, depending on your lineup. A little bit of insight on the DraftKings.
All right, looking into the fantasy LCS if you really want to win over your friends. But so I extended this list down to the top 15 just to kind of show where people have dropped a little bit and who's coming into it. Sneaky, we were seeing in the top 20, he's moved up with more consistency. Reckless, who we saw at he was sitting at 15. He was moving up like
way
2.
Down there. He's moved way
He's
up.
Moved up like 2 or 3 spaces each week.
He's got Reckless.
Yeah.
Another big pick for DraftKings is Dardoch. If you're making your Echo Fox lineup, make sure you get Dardoch as the jungler. He's the only jungler in the top there.
top
There's
15.
no supports. You also, so if you're making your Fox lineup, you want Dardoch and Huni. Only top laner, only jungler in that top. But again, they're against CG in a game that they might lose. So maybe on day 2, you want to pick them up to make a different lineup.
Let's see.
And Golden Guardians will probably be cheap again in a game that's going to be really close. Golden Guardians against who on the second day?
Golden Guardians on the second day.
That'll be
that should be really close. Well,
that'll
in
be
what
the
we
close
think.
one in price. That'll be the close one in price on DraftKings for the second day. That'll be, could go either way. They're probably still going to put FlyQuest over Golden Guardians. Actually, I'm not sure. Sucks because I can't look at it on DraftKings right now. They don't have that day up yet. But I'm assuming it's going to be Fly over Golden Guardians.
They are all tied at 4 out of 10, so.
Yeah. They go by Vegas odds or whatever, who's going to win each game, and then put those people in that way.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah.
So, did see some, this used to be purely dominated by NA, by the way, the top 10 and top 15. But we've seen some, EU people sneak up. So, if you're playing that Fantasy LCS, I guess it's good to kind of look around at both. Exila had a pretty good week this last week, but prior to that, didn't really see much out of him, honestly. But that's another thing.
Unicorns have been trashed the entire season.
Cody's son,
second last place.
Cody's son has jumped up really far because he
gets a lot of kills.
He's getting a lot of kills. They're doing a lot better this
100%
game.
kill participation also.
Yep.
I said stay away from 100 Thieves lineup. I'd like to pick them, but they might lose to Golden Guardians. So.
There he is, Cody's son, highest. We're going into week 8, which means after 7 weeks of play, the highest kill participation is Cody's son, and the most kills is he's tied with Phoenix, but Cody's son.
Yeah, tied with Phoenix for it.
Hey, I almost forgot. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like the content, we'll be back for more next week.